It is really nice to see a CO2 pistol that is not modelled on a real steel pistol. Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD and this is the Nemesis from Webley. This one is in 2.2 5.5 mil, if that's how you want to call it. 2.2 caliber, CO2, takes you 12 gram CO2 bulbs, all sort of polymer. A really nice pistol. So let's just sort of tell you about it, give you a few sort of specs before we take a tour of this thing. So what have you got with this thing then? So basically you've got rifled steel barrel, 1/2 inch UNF threaded barrel, by the way. Takes 12 gram CO2 bulbs. I'll show you where they go in a minute. Fibre optic sights, front and back. It's ambidextrous. Up to 400 feet per second. I didn't chrono it because my chrono's out of action at the minute. I need to get another one, so sorry about that, guys. I used to in the past. I used to sort of chrono a lot of air guns, and then I broke my chrono, so there's been a bit of a lull in chronoing, so bear with me on that. I will be back up and running as far as chronoing goes, if that's a word. Picatinny rail on it. You have a single shot tray, and it takes sort of like a tandem self-indexing magazine. Okay, so let's take a closer look then. So I'm just moving the box out of the way. So first of all, it's a bolt action 2.2 air pistol in a nutshell. Okay, single shot tray at the minute that I've got fitted in. So if you sort of have a look at that, you basically just pull the bolt back like that, which is, by the way, nice and smooth. Drop your pellet in the single shot tray and then just push it forward and sort of close the bolt. A manual, while we talk about it, it is a manual cross bolt safety, so no automatic safety, which would be a complete pain in the backside with this being a multi-shot air pistol. Okay, now I'm kind of jumping ahead here. While it is cocked, I'm going to give this a trigger pull measure with the trusty Lyman trigger pull gauge, just while it's cocked. And there is gas in, by the way, not a lot, but there is a bit in. So let's just give this a pull. Didn't even register, that didn't. Let's do that again. Don't know what went on there. Let's give it another go. I don't think my my trigger pull was ready. Okay, so just over 2 pounds on the trigger. Accuracy wise, this thing weren't bad. Now these are my results, not the best targets, by the way. They weren't really sort of doing sort of clean cuts through this homemade target of mine. But this was at 20 yards. I've done lots of targets like this using variety of pellets. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I was doing a kind of, just sort of normal sort of plinking. I weren't sort of, I didn't really have the pistol sort of on a bench like I sometimes do. If you look in other videos of air pistols, I was pretty much just having a bit of fun with this thing. So, tin can killing wise, you're gonna have no problems. Sorry guys, not the best target to sort of show. But that's what I was doing. I was just having fun with this thing at the time. But no, what a real sort of, I don't know what's the word, well constructed. It feels solid, nothing rattles on it. It's, it feels all right. So let's give you a tip to toe tour. Now, like I said, I've mentioned the action, and that is the single shot tray. Basically this just sort of slides out. So I'm going off camera there, guys, sorry. So basically you open the bolt like that, and this single shot tray will just sort of pull out. And so you're supplied with the single shot tray. Now let's just put that down there. Now your magazine, this is going to confuse you, is stored in here. So if you take the which is a bit fiddly, especially on camera, take this bottom thing off there, basically you slide that out, and you'll notice that there is a, if I can get you in focus, there is like an Allen key, Allen wrench thing there. I'll show you what that's for in a minute. So you take that off, and then inside, oh no, it's not in there. God, look at this, guys. Failure. It's still in the box. Oh God, I thought I'd left it in there. Cut. So you have your sort of dual or tandem magazine, which is quite interesting. They are 6. Each one takes 6 pellets in the 2.2, 7 in the 1.77. So with the 2.2 version, you're going to have 12 shots at your disposal. Now, first gripe, probably my only gripe. These things, at first, when I first got them, were spring-loaded. They are a little bit, but they're a lot more spring-loaded than that. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, they're like, well, this one has. It's lost its spring-loadedness, you know. So whether that's, well, I think it did affect the magazines, to be fair, because after about the 3rd shot, rather than the sort of action in the bolt, operating the bolt, sort of obviously reload it and cycle the magazine, it was failing to index the magazine. So basically what I was doing was I'd cock it, and then I was having to sort of manually, I'll show you the footage, I was having to manually index the magazine and then close the bolt. So whether that's just this gun and this magazine's a bit, I don't know, iffy, I don't know. I shall contact Highland Outdoors, by the way, who I have this kindly on loan from. So I don't know whether, you know, the magazines were just a little bit, I don't know. So it'd be interesting to see if any more are like that. But I think, to be fair, the spring-loadedness of these magazines have failed on me. So, you know me, guys. I tell you how it is. You know, I tell you what happened. This is no advert. This is a unbiased review. So other channels are available if you just want to watch adverts. This is a review channel. So I tell you what goes wrong. The magazines went wrong on this. Sorry. But apart from that, this thing was shooting really well. Really well. Now, sort of jumping ahead, I keep digressing and jumping ahead, but the magazines, basically you slide them in like so. So obviously once you've loaded your pellets up, obviously you've got to load your pellets up. Now you do that obviously by, like I said, they were under spring tension, but they're not. But you drop your magazine in and just keep sort of cycling it until you've loaded your magazine. Load both of them up and then just slide the one in one side that way, and then just close your bolt. You see that obviously they're not loaded. In fact, I don't think it lets me close the bolt when no, it's not going to let me close the bolt because the magazines are empty. So you basically close your magazine and then close your bolt, sorry, take your shot, and then you just operate the bolt and it will index. It should index the magazine. Once your first mag is out, then out of ammo, you literally just take it out, spin it round, and load your new one in. So you've got 12 shots, which is really, really cool. Really cool. And I think that looks pretty good. Not sort of obtrusive, or it doesn't sort of obscure your sight picture or anything. Really, really nice idea. Just need magazines to work. You only get the one tandem magazine, like I said, and the single shot tray if you're doing some sort of target shooting. But yeah, apart from that, you know, that was probably my only gripe. Maybe that's just a manufacturing fault or something has gone wrong in that magazine. You know, whatever. It is what it is. That's what happened on the day. As you can see on the action, I mean, it's not blowback or anything like that, guys. You know, people will be like, oh God, can you cock it? No, it's a bolt action. It's not a blowback. You can change the bolt round. So if you're a lefty or a righty, you can basically unscrew the bolt handle and put it on the other side. So that is cool. Nice ambidextrous pistol, which is nice. I think actually you probably can load the magazines in Would you be able to load it? No, they're only going to go in the one way, aren't they? Yeah, I should have to get it. Yeah, the magazine's only load from the left, but you can sort of swap the bolt round. So that is really cool. Let me just sort of fire that off a minute. There is a tiny bit of gas left in there. Almost sort of Glock style sort of profile on the trigger guard there. It's all polymer, by the way. This is, there's no sort of metal that you can really sort of see. It's all polymer. You've got Picatinny rail underneath, so if you want to throw on a light or a laser, you've got what, probably 3 inches of rail there to sort of play with. And you've got an integrated dovetail rail all along the top, so that is pretty cool. So you can actually throw on some sort of optic as well on top of there. That gives you the option to do that. Sights are excellent. Fibre optic, love them, front and back. I love it when they do that, and different colours. That is really cool. Nice sight picture. Really good when you're doing a bit of can killing. Really, really cool. Like I said earlier, the barrel is threaded. I believe that's 1/2 inch UNF. You've got like I think that's just a plastic thread protector there. So yeah, you can throw on a muzzle accessory. Not that this thing is sort of, well, actually, to be fair, it was pretty loud, but it's not like you're going to be sort of hunting with this thing, is it really? Because they are pretty low powered. Now, power wise, while I mention it, I kind of touched on this thing. What do you do with it? Well, notice at the front end here, there is an Allen shaped hole there. So you basically put that in like this, and then you undo. Now I'm doing it the opposite way around because I'm going to take a cartridge out. So there's a cartridge, so you'll be doing this the other way around. It's just venting a little bit. There's a tiny bit of gas in there, CO2. So you just undo that. Just put that there like so, and then your CO2 bulb is there. So it just fits basically in there, and then just do that up. And because it's in its own sort of chamber, you know, you haven't got to sort of screw it up really tight or anything. Just screw it up normally, and it'll pierce it and sort of you know, charge that chamber, so to speak, that's there. So I may as well take that out, by the way, but I'll put that back on. So I'll give you a quick look. I don't know if you can really see, probably can't really see down there very well. I've not got a torch to show you, but it's just like, you know, the needle at the bottom of it to sort of pierce the CO2 bulb. So that's what this little tool is for. It's for screwing that on. And then basically, once you've done that, you load your magazine up and you're hot, good to go. Oh, that'll screw all the way down if you ain't got a bulb in. So yeah, just screw it screw it flush if you've not got one in. Storage for the magazine, which is kind of nice. Basically, you put your magazines in there, if I get it the right way around. There you go. So they're almost like spring loaded, so it'll just push and pop out, but because I'm doing it on camera, it's not going to do it now, and I've got the magazine stuck. So I think we've had a bit of a spring problem on this pistol as far as the magazines go. I've got the magazine stuck in the handle now. Oh, I'll worry about that in a bit. So anyway, you store your magazine in there. Good luck getting it out, rock and load. And then this thing just basically slides back in and pops back into position like that. Okay, that's pretty much how it goes. You can obviously leave your single shot tray like so. Just fire that off again. There's no gas in it now, so like I mentioned, crossbolt safety, which is nice and positive. No problem with that. Last thing you want on a multi-shot rifle or pistol is a automatic safety catch. So nice colour coordinated there. Colour coordinated. White there for safe. Red for good to go. So, but yeah, not a bad little pistol. It's just a shame that magazine failed on me. That was a bit annoying. I'll show you the box, which happens to be right here. So you get a pretty cool box with it. Tells you all your, you know, your specs that are on it, basically all your specifications. Gives you a detailed sort of look at the pistol. So yeah, not a bad box. Inside the box, you get a pretty simple manual. Not a bad manual though, really. So again, it sort of talks you around the gun itself. Shows you how to sort of load your magazine and how to load your CO2. So yeah, really not bad. You know, a good sort of nice little plinking gun. You know, for you guys that like your CO2 guns but aren't so keen on the, dare I say, military style or real steel copies. You know, you just want something that is what it is. Then maybe this is an option for you. The Webley Nemesis. That magazine seems to be my nemesis at the minute. But no, apart from the magazine, and I'm sure the one, you know, this is a demo gun, so it's probably had a bit of ammo through it and a bit of hammer. You know, hopefully the magazines will be a bit better than the one I've got. But like I say, I keep it real on here, guys. You know, I show you what happens on the day, and you've just seen a bit of a failure there on camera as far as the magazine getting stuck in there. But maybe it's just me. I'm sure someone will blame me. But anyway, guys, that is your rack and load review of the Webley Nemesis CO2. A nice little handy CO2 pistol. Packs quite a bit of a punch in the 2.2, to be fair. Shot count, I didn't really give you a shot count, did I? I think I was getting about 6 magazines out of her. Yeah, but probably 6 magazines, as in 6 tandem magazines. So, you know, six double magazines. So what's that? That's probably for argument's sake, let's call it, say, probably about, let's say 80 shots for arguments. Probably a little less than 6 tandem magazines. So probably about 80 shots before, you know, they really started dropping off. So yeah, not bad at all. Maybe a little less than that. I'm probably exaggerating. But these CO2 bulbs, I mean, you know, you get a good bit of power to start with, and then it does it's not long before they start dropping off. But no, a pretty cool little pistol. So, but like I say, magazines just I think they need to be a bit more robust. The magazines do, but hopefully that is just with this one. So anyway, guys, that is it. That is your rack and load review. Thanks for watching. See ya.